I'm Keith Boyle. I'm the CEO of Newfound Gold, and I'd just like to give you a bit of an update after our annual general and special meeting that we had, where Eric Sprott, really a testament to the support of our team path forward, and the project itself has been voted as a new control person at the meeting, but reflecting the $20 million private placement that will be closing by the end of August. And with that and the $63 million bought deal that we did back in May, we're well financed to complete all the work that we have planned through this year and into next year. As well, we voted Tamara Brown on our board. Tamara, a seasoned executive in the mining industry. We're quite excited to have Tamara join us, and I'm excited because I get to work with her again, having worked with her in the past. And so really excited to have Tamara on the board and contributing to this exciting story. And lastly, at the meeting, we got to speak to some shareholders and really connect. The management team that was there got to connect with some shareholders and answer some questions that they had. And, again, just feeling the support of the shareholders was good for us.
Well, Keith, I think you kind of hit the key points there, but let me dig into it a little bit. People will be excited to see Eric is putting his money where his mouth is. And obviously, the $20 million additional contribution to the balance sheet, always welcome. What does a control person mean in the context of Eric Sprott and this project?
Good question, Matt. The control person is a person that has more than 20% shareholding. So Eric went from 19 to 23 with this additional $20 million. And so it required a shareholder vote for him to go over that 20% holding.
Right, but what is he going to do now he's a control person in terms of his input and his ideas and his interaction with the board?
I mean, nothing more than what he did before, really. He's, of course, he's one of his largest, I think it's not his largest, second largest investment. So we do talk regularly, and he likes to hear what's happening and what direction we're in. And so very supportive of how we've, shifted direction from exploration to now towards development and quickly into cash flow. So he was, the $20 million is a real indicator of how supportive he is on that new direction.
Fantastic. Now, the other bit of news I'm very excited about is Tamara Brown joining the board. Obviously, people may know her from Orla, and obviously you know her from Superior Gold days. Maybe give people a little bit of an update about maybe what your expectation of her is and what she brings to the table.
Well, like I mentioned, I previously worked with her at Superior, and she was, my CEO while I was the COO there. And having seen how she's a strategic thinker, she understands the mining business, understands, what has to happen to advance a producer. And really knows that side of the game, well versed in the capital markets where she is now at Oberon Capital, and and worked many years in the communications and IR side. So with mid-tier producers, so she really does have a range of backgrounds that can really help us at the board level.
Right. So she's I guess touched different parts of the business. With Paul and yourself and Eric and now Tamara on board, what are you going to be focused on? What has anything changed? Obviously, we put PEA out, put resource out now, but is anything going to change in terms of the short-term goals?
Our goal, we've stated it right from the start, Matt, was get to cash flow as soon as we can. That was the objective. That's the one that when I started, was the mandate that I was given is, look, how can we get to cash flow? We have this deposit that's got a high-grade core that lets us do that. That's what showed up in the PEA, and we're able to then finance a small project instead of a large one. And that will get us to cash flow as soon as we can.
Right, obviously a lot of money on the balance sheet now, well, in the bank, more importantly. Cash is king. You've got the money to do what you want to be able to do, but I've got to ask, in terms of when you look around the market at the moment, I guess, producers are getting, well, rewarded, shall we say. Is there anything that you see out there that changes your mind, any in terms of your business plan as you see it today?
Well, in terms of the business plan, getting to cash flow as soon as we can doesn't change one iota.
Had to ask. Well, and tell me,
cash is king. You said it. Cash is king.
I know. We've seen people changing business plans. I'll make damn sure that people are focused on that for you. You said you met up with, obviously, it was a chance for shareholders to come and meet you. In terms of the turnout, were a lot of shares represented there?
We had over 10% of the shares represented at the meeting directly. So yeah, it was highly unexpected actually, and it was nice to see. So we got to talk to people, and they too were quite supportive of our new direction, the direction we're in to get to cash flow.
Okay, well, look, you got the first AGM out of the way since you've been there. It was obviously good news. And further afield in terms of the kind of new institutional backing and following that you've got, do you still believe that they are behind the plan? Again, is anything changing their minds on this?
Interestingly, we've been meeting, of course, some institutions, one, current shareholders, and two, prospective shareholders or other institutions that wanted to hear the story. And they all support the direction that we're in. In fact, one recently said, hey, we'll go back. We're going to go into the market and start picking up some shares. So it's been all positive feedback, Matt. We've, really no, what I would say, hesitation that we've seen from any of the potential shareholders or current shareholders.
Okay, and so remind me again, okay, between now and the new year, in terms of delivering that, quick, the route to cash, the route to success, what should we be looking at for the rest of this year?
So the rest of this year, we've got, of course, the upgrade drilling that we're doing of the resource. We have taken a slight break because of the high fire risk in the area. The island has received rain of late, quite a bit of it. So that risk now has come down, and we've restarted the drilling on site. So one, we want to thank a lot the firefighters that have, just spent hours and hours and hours. And two, everyone that's actually contributed to helping the firefighters. We don't really see that, but it's quite a bit in the background. And, thirdly, we've got the drilling, and we've also got the permitting that we're doing. We're doing the baseline work and preparing our application for our environmental assessment early next year. And with that, next year is really the permitting, and I'll call it the financing and early works year, in order to prepare for construction in 2027.
Okay, so the name of the game is going to be execution. So we've seen some changes to some additions to the board, I should say. Any new additions to the team to kind of get you over the line and deliver on that execution risk?
Well, we're actually having an alignment and execution session with the full team in a couple of weeks, and so we'll have all those details mapped out for us in the coming 18 months.
Okay, Keith, appreciate the update. Speak to you soon.
Thanks, Matt.